Smack talking raw, where the legends live and the rookies get schooled in law. This ain't just talk. This is smack talking raw. You ready, Pinky? Judge always Ron. Let's lay the smack down. Boom.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Smack Talking Raw on a Tuesday night.
Let's get it.
I'm Pinky, and that's not Ron Stradamus again. It's Robert. We miss you, Ron. He's on vacation, and he's having technical difficulties, or his computer blew up. One of the two. So Robert is filling in again. I mean, I guess he's just a part of the show now. Welcome, Robert.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good, accurate statement.
We appreciate you joining in, and
happy to help.
We had a good time last week, so we'll see how this week goes.
We did had a great time. I really enjoyed Raw last night, which I know we're going to be covering. So you know, it's always a great time when I get to enjoy a good wrestling match, because Monday Night Football was just not it yesterday.
I mean, we only had one team playing Monday Night Football last night, and that was the Cowboys,
that was the only team we expected to play anyway. So like,
I mean, I felt like the Raiders were gonna like at least give it a go for at least a half, but they were just like, nah, we're out, we're good.
They were not. They weren't having it.
So,
but no, I definitely loved it. Getting to see John Cena's last Raw. So I mean, I was gonna watch regardless. But you know, it's his last Raw. I'm into Raw now. That was the first WWE live event I got to experience, so it holds a special place in my heart. And having the respect for John Cena that I do in the cinema world, it's kind of bittersweet to see him wrap up his wrestling career. So, what did you think of this last Cena Raw? I mean, it was a doozy.
I was blown away last week in Boston. This Raw was just on fire, man. I was just because I had to do some studying last night, and then the Cowboys game, it was like almost halftime. They were already putting the SmackDown on the Raiders, and it was like, hey, honey, we're just gonna watch Monday Night Raw now. And she was like, whatever you want. I was like, all right. So we threw it on, and it did not disappoint. Man, what a great show. I'm telling you, man, like almost every time now I get a little bit of a tear, just a little one. And like I think I'm gonna break down next month. It's gonna happen.
You're tearing up right now.
I am. I'm like just thinking about it.
Like, what do you mean, Pinky? I can see it right happening this very moment.
I'm just like, oh, it's almost over, and you know, it's bittersweet. Thankfully, he's going out when he's slower, but he's still putting together some pretty good matches, so he still got it. And I do think it's a good idea for a wrestler to get out of the game before the companies tell them they need to get out of the game, right? So
go out while you're on top.
Yeah, go out while you're on top. Go out while your body can. And I mean, obviously, he's got so much money at this point. This whole year hasn't been about money. It's been about just paying back the fans.
Totally.
So Cena started off the show last night. Holy moly. This was fantastic.
Yeah, that was epic.
And I was almost mad at you for a sec because I hadn't started watching yet. And you're like, oh, that 15 knuckle shuffle was awesome. And I was like, what am I missing? that son of a bitch. I'm studying.
I didn't know you were studying. Typically, you're on it, so I wasn't. I thought you were live watching. I didn't think it was an issue.
Yeah, I got back into my groove of going to the gym and then studying. So I was a little behind on Monday night. The 15 knuckle shuffle was awesome. You were right.
That
It
was
was
so great.
it was perfect. I did love Sheamus moving Cena so he was in the middle
That was great.
for the perfect camera shot, right?
Yep.
So great job, Sheamus. Kind of an interesting group of characters. Sheamus been around for a long time. Rey Mysterio has been around, I think, longer than Cena at this point. Rey Mysterio's 50, if you can believe that. And every
here
time
he
he
is,
fights
Beating up
Dom,
his son.
every time he beats up his son, I just laugh. My wife's like, "What are you laughing?" I was like, "Well, he's beating up his son," and I just find that funny. And she's
Could
like,
you
"Oh, you want to
imagine
beat up
if you
your
got that
son?"
opportunity with
And I
Junior?
was like, "Well, no, because when I'm not looking, he would probably elbow me, and I'm out. Like he's big. He's a big dude, so he's like Sheamus. He's big. He's a big guy. So I love this when they pulled them all up, and my wife commented, "Ray's so short, he's got to stand on the ropes." So what a I know it wasn't a title match, it wasn't a singles match, but I think this can. I love this because it continues to build the story with Dominic Mysterio and Cena. And then on top of that, you're also you were able to get Rey Mysterio in there and Sheamus, and it's just awesome, man. This is and this picture alone, just
That's
I
iconic.
I counted it. I was like, yeah, let's go. So because I love Sheamus, 10 beats to the bottom room. I love it. It's a perfect. It's just perfect. So this was fantastic.
And you're drinking a Guinness, so represent.
Well, I'm drinking out of a Guinness
Oh,
glass. It's
well, now
water.
that you got called out, that's disappointing, but understood.
It's not. It's time. It's not time to start drinking yet. That's next show.
It's after 5. Never mind.
That's on Sports Nonsense and Whiskey.
I mean,
I got to keep my wits about me for this show, Robert, since I lead
sure.
the train.
Sure.
And how did you feel about all this?
Oh man. So first off, Dom challenging, Cena to a rematch was like, all right, that's cool. Like, at least that's gonna happen because we had talked about that last week, and a couple weeks prior. So that was cool. I did not expect this to become a 3-man tag team. That was out of the blue. And I know I was on record for this a couple weeks ago, so everyone can call me out. But again, seeing Sheamus come out was cool. He's a fun guy to watch, but again, that's really it. But I enjoyed it. And seeing Rey Mysterio, because I haven't really gotten to see him wrestle all that often since I've started watching with you, Pinky. This was pretty neat. So I enjoyed the hell out of it. When we got to this point, I was also counting. I'm like, let's go. I loved it. So I do think that Dom's a little bit of a bitch, because he didn't take the gauntlet throwdown on this episode. So we gotta wait till Survivor Series, because I believe that was a confirmed match with this. Is that correct?
Yes, that was something we were going to mention later. Yes, that is confirmed. And it makes sense. Dominic Mysterio is from California, so he could technically win the belt back from Cena in California. He'll probably cheat, right? That's the way to go. He's going to cheat in a fun way. He'll win the belt, and that does two things. It gives Dominic back the belt, and it allows Cena to put him over, which is one of the things that Cena has been, trying to do, of helping put other guys over. This was
Love that.
And I think this ended up being like 40 some minutes. This
was a long match,
Robert. This was Rey Mysterio's first match in 7 months. He
I must have missed the one.
Yeah, he broke his foot on a SmackDown like right before Elimination Chamber. I don't know. Earlier in the year, he broke his foot. He'd been out for a long time, so this is the first time we got Rey Mysterio back.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. The energy, the crowd, they were so excited for Cena. They were
That was
having so
awesome.
much fun. And I think I was just telling the wife, I was like, that's going to be us. I was like, now I'll be crying, so you'll probably have to take the video and pictures for me because I'll be emotional. But that crowd let Cena know that he was appreciated, and that's really what this whole retirement year has been about. Is just making sure that Cena can say goodbye, because he truly does love wrestling. This is what gave him fame and fortune, right? And he's going to grace the movie screen and TV screens, and we're going to see more of him, which is great. But it's sad to see him finally leaving.
I'm
But
excited he's coming over to the movie TV world. So like it's bittersweet for you, but I'm loving it. Like it all works out.
and then after the match, one of the funniest things that happened, Judgment Day wanted to start a fight with the New York Giants. Not a good idea.
No.
Not a good idea. And Cam Scattaboo,
He'll fight. He may be injured, but he'll throw down.
my wife was like concerned. She was like, he was on a walking scooter at the game yesterday. She was like, she was like, he jumped out of that chair quick. So she was worried for him. That's the mom. That's the
right.
mom in her. She was like, wait a minute, he's hurt.
This isn't right.
If he does this, he could get hurt again. He actually got a lot of crap on social media from Giants fans.
Why?
He's saying he shouldn't have been out there, like whatever, like giving him crap about possibly, the chance to hurt himself again.
Well, whatever. Grow up.
And it was like, I was like, I mean, that thing was already broken. Like, it can't probably get broken anymore.
Can't get worse.
Right. I think he's fine. He's probably in a walking boot there. It's probably stabilized, but I thought this was fun. And, I love seeing entertainers. I love seeing, stars interact during the show. A while back, Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson, Jason Kelsey came out when they were in Philly at WrestleMania. You got George Kittle has come on and done some things. I just like it when sports and sports entertainment cross over. I always think that's fun.
Yeah, no, I've been enjoying all the cameos and things. I didn't enjoy Travis Scott. I know a lot of people didn't, but I love the celebrity cameos. I think it's hilarious.
And in 5 years, when Scattaboo's done playing football, he can come wrestle. It's fine.
Yep.
He'll need something to do. All right. So I was waiting for this.
This was an epic match. I loved every second of this. And I didn't know you're gonna have to fill me in about the assist at the end.
So this was really good because I thought Maxine was gonna win from the beginning. She's won the last two matches. Technically, the first one was a quick count out from the ref. The ref counted Becky Lynch out because Becky Lynch had been talking trash to the ref. The second match was a disqualification. Becky Lynch hit Maxine with the title. So Maxine had already won 2 matches. They're having a third one. What's left to do? She's got to win.
Out. She's got to, yeah.
She's got to win. Like, that's just like, to me, that they kind of backed themselves into that corner of she's got to win. And then you've got to make a decision when you're booking this, right? And I'm putting my Ron hat on.
Oh man.
When you book this, Becky Lynch is one of the top female wrestlers. I think we could agree on that, Robert.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, everybody says it. Sports Illustrated says it. Bleacher Report says it, right?
She's the man.
She's the man. So you can't make her look weak, right? So you can't have Maxine just beat her clean. There has to be something else involved. Now, AJ Lee, who's CM Punk's wife, and Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins' wife, they had a beef previous to WrestlePalooza. They had a match at WrestlePalooza. AJ Lee and CM Punk won. AJ Lee went off to do her book tour, so she's been gone since then. She just came back last night. This was her first appearance.
Okay.
So it makes sense because she had previously mentioned she was going to take the belt from Becky Lynch.
Understood.
Now, we thought she was going to take it off of her in a wrestling match. In this case, she came out, distracted her, and which allowed Maxine Dupree to get the win. So that's why that happened, Robert. And then, good story now. And again, I hope Ron would agree. At least at this point, bringing AJ Lee in to cause the distraction to let Maxine win. Becky still looks strong. And now you start that feud up again between Becky and AJ Lee, since we hadn't seen AJ Lee in 2 months.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense. That's cool. I'm for this.
The locker room was very, very excited for Maxine Dupree, who has really, I don't know her full story, but she's not the greatest, like, she had not been the greatest wrestler, but she's a really pretty face. So I think she got moved up based on her looks versus her wrestling. Now her wrestling is starting to catch up. She is getting better and better in the ring. So,
well, and so tell me, with this feud, is this something that you think that a storyline is going to be built up to also kind of go full circle, or what do you think would be the next steps with this?
Oh yeah, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch are going to start getting in some fights. It's happening because that's what they've got, a true feud that we can build on.
Cool.
Like,
I'm excited.
That was probably the best part of WrestlePalooza, was AJ Lee, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Like, that's the main thing I remember. The other thing I remember pisses me off, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's where this feud actually has some legs. And then, of course, we can always come back and do when Seth Rollins is healthy, we can always bring him back into it as well. So, because that was just one. They could do another one. They could do a Hell in the Cell couples match. Like, how cool would that be, right?
That'd be awesome.
I don't know if we've ever done that.
I was about to say, I don't think that's been done. That'd be cool.
It's a good Triple H. I hope you're listening. That's a good idea.
Pay the man. Pay the pinkster.
Get me on the payroll. So moving on through the show of Raw, this was a fun moment. The Last Time Is Now tournament, which I have loved.
Dude, this has been great. I've loved this.
They've matched up different people who maybe would not have gotten on a match together. You know, not a lot of connective tissue between a lot of the matches, which is awesome. So they've been hyping this one up. Solo Sikoa against a mystery opponent. And Adam Pearce will usually do some social media posts over the weekend. And he mentioned no one had guessed the mystery opponent. Not one person had guessed who the mystery opponent was going to be.
That's crazy.
So that's
Did you have any idea?
So I had a feeling. I had a feeling it was going to be Dolph Ziggler, who right now is in TNA wrestling under the name Nick Nemeth. He uses his actual name, Nick Nemeth, over in TNA. Well, TNA has an agreement with WWE for cross promotion. So there's been a lot of TNA guys wrestling in NXT guys wrestling over there. I thought, again, they brought Zack Ryder back. So this was an opportunity for them to bring Dolph Ziggler back, who's actually had matches with Solo Sikoa before, back in 2023. So this was not, this is something that they had done before. Now, Robert, I'm going to ask you a question because I noticed something about this match, and you don't know a whole lot about Dolph Ziggler, I'd imagine. He's been kind of I would call him a mid-card superstar.
Yeah.
If you ever needed a guy that was going to give you a really good match, you could always call Dolph Ziggler. He was always going to give you a great match.
Okay.
There is one thing
I'm
that
picking
he
up
is
what you're putting down.
fantastic at, he's one of the best guys at selling there is.
Oh, the match was intense. I enjoyed it. I thought he was great. I'm like, why isn't he around more?
Right. When he was hitting him with those neck breakers and stuff, I was like, oh man, this is fantastic. I was like, why? Yeah, why is he not around? That's the feeling I got on this. Like, he should still be around. We can use this guy.
Yeah.
He brings the energy, he gives you a match. That Solo Sikoa spike, that may have been one of the best spike solos ever given. And that's because Dolph sold that thing like crazy. And that's the key to a lot of the finishing moves. A lot of things is your guy really selling that move, and there's a magic to it. You got to sell it, but not oversell it too much to where now it looks unbelievable, right? So, yeah, this was a lot of fun. It was good to see Dolph back. At the moment, there's who knows? Maybe after that he got a really good pop from the crowd. The crowd was super excited to see him.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll get a little bit more with him at some point down the road.
I would be all for it. I really enjoyed watching him wrestle. I thought his talent was great. I mean, dude shredded. He's got the total like surfer dude vibe. I'm all for it. All for it.
Dolph is a pretty good character. So really enjoyed that. Dolph, thanks for a great match. Then we had the next last time is now tournament match.
Gunther.
I knew this was going to be a banger. I mean, Gunther doesn't typically have bad matches unless he just squashes someone. And Javon Evans is really getting promoted. He's been on SmackDown. Now he's got the Raw crowd's been able to see him. He's amazing on NXT. He's in a lot of the NXT like main events and stuff. I mean, this kid, he's 21 years old. And he's going to the moon. He is going to be a champ one day. No doubt about it.
Love that.
So this was a match I was like, I feel like Gunther's got to win because you can't have we haven't seen Gunther since SummerSlam. That was back in August. That was the last time we seen Gunther. So this is his first match back. You can't have a monster like Gunther lose in his first match against a kid from NXT, right?
No.
So this match
don't do my boy like that.
Exactly how I thought it was.
Don't do my boy
go.
like that.
But what'd you think of the match?
I thought it was great. Gunther looked in great form. I mean, it was solid. This is the first time what you said his name was
Javon Evans.
Javon. This is the first time I've seen him, I think. I thought it was great. Last week's topic was talking about, upcoming stars and things like that. Again, I think this guy should be around and be getting a lot of good matches. This was a good one. I loved it.
I don't know if he might be in NXT for maybe another 6 months, but I don't think it's going to be long before he gets called up because what he brings is just something that we don't see. Like to me, his athletic ability is a notch above Logan Paul.
I love Logan Paul, and that's saying something.
And we see Javon Evans all the time. I see him all the time because I watch NXT. So he's here all the time versus Logan Paul. We only see, every so often. So
what I would not give to have Logan Paul
full time every week. Seeing Gunther win, no shock. I gotta say, I love Gunther, but I think he needs a new finishing move. I think I prefer his power bomb when he does the power bomb into the pin with your legs, where he's leaning over your legs. I think I prefer that to his sleeper hold. Once he puts you in the sleeper, I just like, man, it's not 1980 anymore. Like I'm not feeling it. I just don't feel the sleeper. So what do you think? The sleeper, you like it?
I'm not opposed to it. I mean, again, I don't know a lot of the finishers and things, so I don't mind it, but I definitely see where you're like, okay, like let's up it. He is the ring general, so I feel like he should, maybe do something a little different.
It fits his style. I absolutely agree there. But I just feel like I'd rather see him finishing guys with that big ass power bomb that he does than the sleeper hold, and that's just me. So I couldn't find a lot of good graphics for this, but last week on SmackDown, Charlotte Flair turned her back on Rhea Ripley,
She
Io
did.
Sky, and Alexa Bliss, and did not want to join their War Game squad. Leading to this week on Monday Night Raw, where we were like, okay, well, what's going to happen? Well, Alexa Bliss got her ass beat, is what happened.
Yeah, she did.
Those
Absolutely obliterated. 3-on-1.
yeah,
4-on-1.
4-on-1. We had the Kabuki Warriors, Lash Legend, and Nia Jax, and they were just going to town. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky came out to help, which is always great. I love Rio. And
I love their pairing. It's
weird, but it works.
It's weird, but it works.
Io Sky's always got that smile. Like,
it's so unconventional, but I love it.
Io's smile is just contagious, man. Once she starts smiling, I'm just happy.
She's got a great smile.
So, and then, Charlotte came to the rescue with a kendo stick, and now she's in War Games. So, I liked kind of what they did with having her back out, because again, the previous storyline, her and Rhea had some battles. Rhea took the belt off of her. So obviously they're not friends. And one of the things about War Games is sometimes they put the pairings together and they don't make sense. Having Charlotte and Rhea on the same team doesn't kind of make sense unless you make it make sense. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, because they had a rivalry against each other. So, to overcome that, there's got to be a catalyst there. So, I thought they actually this was good writing, in my opinion. I hope I'm excited to hear what Ron says about it. But I found that to be good writing. And so now we've got at least 4-on-4. And we've still got 2 more. It looks like AJ Lee might be joining the War Game, which means Becky Lynch might be joining the women's War Game. The other side.
Okay.
Because it's 5-on-5. So there's still one more to be added on. And then, surprise, surprise, the men's War Games has been finalized. We are 5-on-5 now. We had Drew McIntyre joined the group of the Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, and now Drew McIntyre. That's super awesome. I love Drew.
I'm so excited for this.
And then we've got Brock Lesnar has now joined that crew. And so last night, as they were starting to outnumber the good guys, Roman Reigns finally showed up. And Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar have had a pretty good feud in the past, and Roman Reigns is the only Brock Lesnar kryptonite, I would say. So this was fun to see Brock back, Roman back. That whole fight at the end of the show just capped off what a great night. Folks, surprise guys showing up. The only person that was mentioned could show up was Liv Morgan, and she didn't, but she was in the building because she's a big John Cena fan. So, what did you think of the melee that ensued?
I mean, I still don't understand Brock Lesnar and where he's at in this whole situation. So I'm just kind of taking it as it is. It's cool Roman's back. Again, it's kind of like that conversation we had before. It's the same type of dudes going against the same type of matches. Like, I'm ready for something new. That's why, like, as you mentioned, John Cena's last, fight is going to be against who? And this tournament is bringing in a lot of the talent that I don't know of or get to see. And it's cool seeing a lot of these different faces and all this different talent, because it's like, well, it's almost like a showcase, right? But you're showcasing, but you're not doing anything with it. So, I mean, cool. I'm still more excited for the women's deal than I am the men's, just because the men's is just worn.
Yeah,
It's just worn out.
we'll see. I'm excited to see Roman and Brock in there, and they got Drew in there. Drew and Punk have a feud. The Usos and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed have been having a feud. I kind of like it, and I'm intrigued on what's going to happen. So, but I am more excited about the female War Games match, just based on who's in it and kind of where they're at. But I am intrigued by the men's War Game. So kind of talked about this already as we kind of move along, but really enjoying the John Cena Last Time Is Now tournament. It's been fantastic. The first round is almost over. We do get so this is one of the reasons I'm super excited for SmackDown on Friday in Denver is we get Bronson Reed and Carmelo Hayes. I'm pretty sure Bronson Reed should win, but I'm not sure. They need to. Carmelo Hayes is one of the guys they need to give some push. They need to get him moving because he's fantastic. He's great. They just haven't really done a whole lot with him. So,
Agreed.
You have any opinions on this one?
Not really. I'm not you've mentioned before. You're not a huge Bronson Reed fan.
I am a big Bronson Reed fan.
Oh,
I'm not a big Braun Breaker fan.
That's it. I'm sorry, I confused.
I like the Auxilla.
So I don't know. We'll see. This will definitely be one that I watch just because I'm not familiar with everybody. So
coming back to finishers, Bronson Reed's finisher, the Tsunami, that's like one of my favorite finishers that's out there right now. When he gets
this
to the
is
top
happening
rope,
this Friday, right?
This is happening Friday in Denver. Yeah.
Well, we'll see how I feel depending on where the dominoes fall.
And us lucky that'll be in the crowd in Denver get to see basically 2 episodes of SmackDown because they're going to film next Friday's episode in Denver as well.
So for those of you who believe in Bon Jovi, I am living on a prayer that I may get to go. So
yeah, buddy.
Put the good forces out into the world, people.
And you already know I'm really excited for this one. Because Penta's on Raw. He's not on SmackDown. So I was like, oh, I get to see Drew McIntyre. We'll get to see Cody. When I bought the tickets, I was like Tiffany Stratton, but now she's out. So I was like, oh, there's still some people I enjoy and it would be fun to watch. Never in my dreams would I think I get to see Penta.
I want to watch.
So
universe, please say prayers. Put the good forces, good karma. Help Robert go.
So I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. I'm probably wearing my Drew McIntyre shirt, but like I thought about like, I could wear my Penta shirt. I really wish I had a Penta mask. I keep dropping those hints to the wife. I don't think she's hearing them, but I want to get a Penta mask, and then what I really want to do is paint it orange and blue. I don't know how to do that, but that's what I would do if I could. If I could do it, I would create a Penta mask that's orange and blue. I think that would be sick. And then, of course, Finn Balor. Finn Balor is awesome, too. I really enjoy Finn Balor. He's one of the best technical wrestlers out there. I always enjoy his move. His coup de grace is a great finisher as well. And, like, multiple people will tell you that coup de grace hurts. When he jumps off the top rope and puts both feet down on you, it hurts. So
I can believe it. I can believe it.
Part of the tournament. I don't know if because the first round is over, or as of Friday's taping, the first round will be over. I don't
Nice.
know if they've already scheduled the remaining matches. I'm looking for a bracket real quick.
Not take your time. I was just celebrating a big basketball win, so
Oh, sweet.
yeah.
Michigan State.
Yeah, they just beat Kentucky.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No,
For-
and Kansas
F,
is up in 20 minutes.
F Kentucky. Kansas got one of their best players out, so who knows what will happen.
It's the State Farm Classic.
Oh, oh. On top of Bronson Reed, Carmelo Hayes, Penta, and Finn Balor, we also get to watch LA Knight and Jey Uso. And then we get to see Rusev and Sheamus. Yeah. That's going to be dope.
That's this Friday?
That's this Friday.
Mm.
Because they don't have a SmackDown next
Black
week.
Friday.
Because it's the Friday after Thanksgiving. So they're taping it all in Denver. And then they'll put it on Friday. So
Pinky, I need you to find out.
Let's talk. Let's talk about it after the show. Let's talk.
I need you to know.
Let's talk.
I need you to know.
So yeah, now I'm even more excited.
Ah!
So, because that's great. That's great. And I think I think there was even more that I messaged someone and was like, oh, we get this and we get that and we get this and that, and
I'm totally bringing my belt.
Oh yeah, well, your baby belt. We need to get you a real belt, son.
Yeah, I know. I need to graduate. I need to become an adult.
We've got Sami Zayn and his team versus the MFTs. We're also going to get Chelsea Green is getting a celebration for her U.S. title victory.
Okay.
We'll also get Ilya Dragunov does the United States Open Challenge. So he will probably that will probably be on the show at some point as well.
All right.
We also have DIY going against Fraxium in a tag team match. That match is going to be a banger.
Okay.
Those guys put on fantastic matches. So we are stacked, bro.
I am with it. I'm looking at championship belts right now.
They're not cheap. Well,
No.
I mean, you can find some knockoffs that are pretty. Mine's a knockoff. I bought it for like $100. So.
But you also have a real one, sir.
Well, I actually it's not. I got it from the WWE shop. It was like $300, but it's not. It's still like a plastic versus like metal. So I was actually kind of disappointed. It looks great though. It looks nice. It's shiny, but it's not one that it's not one that I'll ever take off the wall. So
understood.
We'll say that. And
there's a nice Broncos one.
The Broncos one, I don't know about the Broncos. I know the Nuggets one's on sale right now for $300.
No, but I mean the Broncos one is not. That is a $600 belt.
Okay, so the basketball ones are on sale for $300 right now.
That's not bad. I wish I was a bigger, basketball fan. I'm working on it though. Working on it.
So, we kind of talked about this already. With this tournament, we got to see Zack Ryder come back.
Yep.
He'd been out of the company for a couple years. His merch is currently on sale and selling really well. He is actually, I want to say he's sending thank yous, or he's calling. If you send him a picture of your order of his merch, he's picking like 10 people a day and calling them personally.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was pretty cool. And then, of course, Dolph Ziggler coming back as well. Those were the two guys that were not technically working in the company because they technically are employed by TNA. Zack Ryder's, I think, just kind of employed by TNA. I think he's mostly still out on the indies. But just really fun to see him back. And the crowd loved it. They both put good matches up. I for a moment, it was a brief moment. I thought Zack Ryder was going to win for just a brief moment.
For a fleeting moment in time.
But that was fleeting. Let's see, where are we at? Okay.
Now, Pinky, I am curious. Just because I mean, is there any other SmackDown stuff to go over? I know that was kind of one of the big things that you were getting hyped about because you get to be there this weekend. I know maybe I will too, but we'll see.
So, what question you got, Robert? Yeah, I think we are. I think that, I mean, that's about it for SmackDown right now. There's probably more because it's a 4-hour show, but
sure. I mean, the cards will fall where they fall, right?
correct.
So, all right, Pinky. What is your favorite finisher? It could be a current or past. What is your favorite?
Ooh, man. So, my favorite all-time favorite finisher is the Razor's Edge from Razor Ramon.
Okay.
To me, when you put a guy up over your head like this, and then you slam him down, neck first, back. You're trying to get the upper back area when he hits the mat. It's just awesome. I mean, I like that move a lot. The power bomb's a great one too. There's so many different versions of the power bomb.
Yeah.
But the Razor's Edge is unique because it's only been a few people that have done it. I believe Damian Priest will pull it out from time to time. He does the Razor's Edge, or he'll do the fall from heaven.
Okay.
The fall from grace or whatever, where he's basically it's a choke slam. It's a pretty good choke slam. But when he pulls out the Razor's Edge, I'm like, oh, that's my move. That is my favorite of all time, Robert. So, what about you, my friend? What gets you out of your seat? Like, oh yeah.
I'll be honest. I love the moonsaults. I love that Tiffy does it. I love when Logan Paul does it. Like, and the distance that I know it's not a finisher, but like,
well, it's a finisher for Tiffy. It's a finisher for Io Sky. It's Jacob Fatu's finisher.
For every time I see that, I'm just like, that's prime athletics. There's so much physics that go into that, athleticism, and just timing. It's incredible. I get so excited every time because I'm just like, I don't know how, but it's just amazing to see. It's just pure art in my eyes. I love it.
The moonsault, Tiffy's moonsault is fantastic. Again,
she goes 1, 2, 3, flip,
and she calls it the prettiest moonsault, and it works, right?
Yeah.
Because she's hot.
Yes, she is.
Io Sky does a pretty good moonsault. It's not as good as Tiffy's. When Fatu does it, man, I'm just like, man, it's to see a big guy do that is pretty cool. But
how do you move
I'm also body? Like, because he's a big guy, I want to see something a little more powerful as a finisher. Sure. I love, me. I love my werewolf. I'm praying the werewolf shows up on Friday. He's been out with sound like a oral surgery that's causing him to be out for a while. So I'm praying that he shows up. But yeah, he needs a new finisher. If I'm talking current finishers, the pulverizer from Logan Paul. He hasn't pulled it out very often because it's got to be a smaller guy for him to pull that out. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Again,
let me do something real quick, Robert. I looked up.
Yeah.
I wanted to read off the list of the top 10 finishers according to ChatGPT. In no specific order. We've got the spear.
Good one.
So your most notable spears: Edge, Goldberg, Roman Reigns, Braun Breaker.
Okay.
So Goldberg's spear was pretty damn good. Braun Breaker's spear is great because he gets up to like 20 some miles per hour before he hits you most of the time.
Dude, when he hit speed in the
it's
decimated
crazy.
him.
It's crazy. Roman Reigns' spear, I've never been a big fan of it. It's okay. But then we got Sweet Chin Music. and I there a lot of people are using kicks nowadays. It's a very common move. When Shawn Michaels was doing it, he was one of the few that was doing it. And he would do that stomp on the mat a couple times, waiting for you to get up to get in perfect position. And he'd always hit it just so clean. That sweet chin music. I think Caleb, our co-host on Sports Nonsense and Whiskey, would agree that that is one of the all-time best finishers. You've got the RKO, Randy Orton's finisher.
That's a good one.
Dude, back in the early 2000s when he first started doing that, and that was like a meme, and it was just him doing an RKO to somebody in the middle of the street or wherever. Like, it's just a video of him doing an RKO somewhere. That was awesome, man. So that one's a great finisher. We got Brock Lesnar's F5. It's
Can't say I know that one.
So it's basically like he kind of it's kind of a pick you up and like just kind of toss you, and I mean it's very physically demanding. You got to be pretty strong to do the F5 because he'll kind of spin you as well at the top to make it look even worse. And again, you're landing like with hopefully you get a good little like get your arms down to get that land in right. But it's pretty powerful. The Stone Cold Stunner from Steve Austin, and the Stunner was funny because he could hit it out of anywhere, just like the RKO. He'd kick you in the gut and then do it. But what was funny is a lot of guys would sell it like The Rock, like sold it like his soul left his body. There's been times like he stunned him and he went like halfway across the ring. It's pretty funny. The Rock's Rock Bottom is a great finisher. I would agree. That one's on there. That's kind of like what Becky Lynch does, the manhandle slam.
Okay.
The Rock Bottom is the same thing. You kind of get the arm over there and then you, boom, put him down. You got the Pedigree from Triple H. I think a lot of people don't like the Pedigree because it is tough to protect yourself from it. You've got the Attitude Adjustment from John Cena. I will say I like the AA when he gets a little bit of lift on it. When he gets them up a little bit and they kind of get thrown a little bit away from him versus just slammed right down to the mat. I do like the AA at that point. Other than that, sometimes they're kind of lame. It's kind of like the go to sleep. At this point, it was a great move. And then CM Punk, I don't know why I know it's a great move for him, but he can't really hit it anymore. So it doesn't look good. And then the Tombstone Pile Driver by The Undertaker. That was very iconic. Undertaker, I believe I heard him say in an interview sometime he wished he had not come up with that move because it hurts your knees to drop down like that. And when you do it for almost 30 years, when you're dropping to your knees,
no kneecaps.
Yeah, your kneecaps are gone. Oh, what else you got, Robert?
Who is your favorite female wrestler?
Oh man. I mean, right now it's Stephanie Vaquer right now, without a doubt. Her finisher right now, coming back to that, pretty awesome. The spin off the top rope is the corkscrew off the top rope is pretty awesome. I don't like her other one, the SVP I think it's the SVP. I don't like that one, but I like the corkscrew. But it's definitely Stephanie. She's just great in the ring. I mean, Stephanie, Io. I've got a lot. I enjoy a lot of the female performers, not just because they're good looking, but I mean that plays a factor. But because they're really
criteria. It's in the criteria.
They're really good at wrestling. You know, they're fantastic at what they do, and they look good doing it. I can't be a hater, right? So Stephanie Vaquer, probably. If we're talking, back in the day, Trish Stratus was pretty popular. Stacy Keibler. There were some ladies, but I just we are in the golden age of women's professional wrestling.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot, and I completely
So
agree with you.
yeah, like what they can do now is amazing, and I think most women will actually shout out the females from the past that kind of broke down the barriers and the doors to let them do this. The women in the ring are on par with the men now.
100%.
Back in the day when women got in the ring, the matches were okay. Some of them weren't too bad. Trish Stratus and Lita, they put on really great matches together. They kind of pushed the envelope of what women can do in the ring. What they're doing now is just on a different level. It's amazing. So
Totally agree.
Stephanie, she's my girl. Ron keeps trying to claim her, but she's my number one. Who's your favorite, Robert? I mean, I think I pretty much already know.
Yeah,
but...
you already know. It's Tiffy. It's Tiffany Stratton.
So why Tiffany?
Well,
besides that she's hot.
Yeah, no, absolutely. She's gorgeous. Number one, I love her swagger. I love her confidence. I love her outfits. Every time, like, that's one of the main things that I get excited for is what is she doing this week? She's taken a lot of inspiration from different pop culture icons. Like, she did one from Clueless. I think she did one from Aladdin. Like, I love all the different themes that she comes up with. And my niece, whenever she sees her, she calls her the wrestling princess. So, like, you gotta roll with it. I love the athleticism that she has in each of her matches. And being somewhat green myself and kind of seeing her go through this last year, just basically dominating, if you will, was great. So it's kind of one of those for my F1 thing. I've been a big Mercedes fan. I've got a rookie on that team that I'm following because it's my first year. It's his first year. It's her first year. It's something that I get to really kind of watch progress, and it's something that I get to enjoy. So it's kind of one of the many reasons.
Love it. Tiffy, she's only been doing this like 4 years.
Yeah.
She's gotten really good. She does put on some good matches. Her match with Charlotte Flair was pretty good. She's put on some bangers. Her last woman standing with Nia Jax was awesome. I feel like one of the things that's kind of hold her back a little bit is the females on SmackDown don't have the same star potential as the ones on Raw. So, like, she hasn't had the best feuds.
She needs to get to Raw.
They need to even it out.
SmackDown needs to get some better rivalries going.
Well, they just need to even it out. Like, on Raw, you've got Stephanie, you've got Becky Lynch, you've got Io Sky, Rhea Ripley are all on Raw. Nikki Bella is on Raw. Lyra Valkyria is on Raw. All of those girls together. Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Bailey is on Raw. So you've just got so much talent on the Raw roster. And then you go over to SmackDown, you're like Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, Bianca. I guess you kind of have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They were primarily SmackDown before they won the tag titles. So there's just I think Ron has mentioned they need a draft to get that to kind of get it equal again. What's the next one you got, buddy? I like it.
Of course, I asked the women, so I always got to ask, who's your favorite men's wrestler?
Well, it's right now it's Cena because it's his last year and he's getting out of here. So I've loved everything he's done. Besides Cena, because I am a big Cena fan, I love everything he does. He's just fun to root for. I'm gravitating a lot towards Drew McIntyre. Like I will say I kind of like the bad guys. And so I like Drew McIntyre. I like when he's telling he says he's telling the truth, and I believe him because everything he says is great. His trolling game is great. His social media trolling is fantastic. His finishing move, the Claymore, is great. He's Scottish. I've got 20% Scottish in me, so I claim it. I love his character. I went out and bought his Bored at Work T-shirt. I'm excited to wear that
I
to
need
SmackDown.
that shirt.
So super excited, and Drew McIntyre. I mean, I like Penta and Jacob Fatu as well. Those are my guys. But if I had to pick a guy that I'm gonna stand behind, I'm gonna root for, and I know is gonna be like a main event star, it's Drew McIntyre.
Love it.
I think I already know yours, obviously.
So it's a tie. I personally enjoy Cody more. Drew McIntyre would be my close second. They swap positions every once in a while. I love Cody because he has the most badass suits ever. I love how he looks. He dresses great. Even when he's in the ring, he's like one of the best dressed out there. So I love that. His podcast, I watch it every so often. I really enjoy it. So I've learned a lot just by watching or listening to that. And then just watching him in the ring. One of the first big matches I got to see was him finally get to be the world champ. And then it be taken away. So I've gotten to see some of that, and I've loved it. So that's why I really like Cody. I love Drew because, and it's not uncommon. I usually like the villains of any story typically. So for me to like Cody over a villain is pretty rare in my case. But I mean, I gotta respect, a good suit and tie and a vest. Like it's just baller. But Drew, I mean, one, he's gonna be in the remake of Highlander. Can't wait for that. Number two, he's Scottish. His presence, his hair, all of it, like he's just great. I wish you mentioned it before that he comes out with a Claymore.
He a couple years ago he did. He came out with a big ass sword. It was awesome.
I would love for that to happen again. Or
he
do
needs
something
to bring that back.
Like I don't know, but no, he's great. I've loved his matches. Every time I see him, I'm excited. His Bored at Work is great, and I love that he's done it twice at the same event and a year apart from each other, and he's like, we need to make this a thing. Absolutely. So between the two, I mean, I favor Cody a little bit more, but Drew's not far off from that. That could change.
All right. No episode of Smack Talking Raw would be complete without a Ron's rant. And he's not here, so I got to do it again for him.
Give it to the people!
So, as we were talking about, now with War Games being set up, and we didn't even talk about the matches that have been set up from Raw, but that's okay. I got to talk about Brock Lesnar is now in War Games, right? And there's some connective tissue. He was Paul Heyman used to be his manager. He's had a feud with Roman. He is kind of a bad guy, a villain, right? A heel, as they say. The last time we saw him, he beat up on John Cena. And my rant on this is just, what in the hell was this John Cena Brock Lesnar WrestlePalooza squash match all about if we didn't get John Cena and Brock Lesnar into the War Games match against each other? Like, that match serves no purpose except for trying to get people to buy ESPN Premium. Like, what are we doing? Like that now that they haven't brought them back into some type of, argument, feud, battle, just like, what was that all about? Like, what purpose? It didn't make Brock Lesnar look any stronger because he left for a month. WrestlePalooza was at the end of September. Brock's been gone since then. Brock hasn't talked about kicking John Cena's ass. John Cena hasn't talked about Brock kicking his ass. So, like, what was the point besides trying to get people to get on ESPN Premium? And then you didn't even give people a great, besides making kids cry, which was actually pretty cool. Other than that, there was nothing great about that match. So why? And I think that's something that's really bugging me. Of just like, what was the purpose of that? It served.
I agree.
Like, it's one of Cena's last matches ever, and he got dominated by Brock Lesnar. We don't have Cena climbing the mountain. Like, if you're gonna have him squash Cena, Cena needed to come back and get that victory over Brock. Like, what are we doing? So that's my Ron's rant. I probably didn't do it as good as Ron, obviously, because I'm the positive guy, and I'm the baby face, Ron's the heel. It's just how the show works. We love you, Ron. Hopefully you're having a good time in Florida. Like we always say on Smack Talking Raw, we appreciate you all. Like, comment, subscribe, hit us up on the socials. We are always ready to talk some wrestling. And if you don't like it, Robert, what do we got for the people?
Suck it!
2 words for you. Suck it!
All day, every day.
You guys be good. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Smack Talking Raw. Ron and Pinky in the house. We the main event, yo, the crowd gon' scream. Cena hit the ring, you can see me theme. See a punk pipe bomb, truth getting told. Stephanie Vaquer in the ring looking bold. Pinky's on the mic, Ron's got the